Thank you.
Ja.
Next interval. 23 kommer det. So next interval, first forerunner.
Oh, the Slalom was slippery. Fate 5 secondi al primo apripista.
Are your brother going to Tuesday as well?
No, he goes today. He has points. Yeah, nationals. First for
First forerunner on course.
It's a
Why
countdown.
you need to do something? Du måste göra något.
Ja, dit. Io una cosa piedi a terra, ma
Vi väntar tills det kommer. Att det börjar att pipa. Vänta. We are having some problems with the peep.
All right, welcome ladies and gentlemen to this FIS European Cup Finals and the Giant Slalom Women. We are just a few minutes away from start and it is a fantastic day at Hafjell. There's a couple of minus degrees Celsius. It's a clear sky, no clouds, no wind, good conditions on course. And we are excited to see what these girls can do. In the GS Cup, there is Stephanie Grubb, who's leading with 304 points. Ilaria Gisalberti is second, 34 points behind. And you can see here the weather, the conditions are minus 3 degrees Celsius in air, minus 5 on course. And the course looks spectacular. As we said that in the GS Cup, Gisalberti second, 34 points behind. And Nina Asner is not on start today, but she's third. Selina Egloff fourth, behind by 93 points. Lara Delamé is behind by 97 points. So theoretically, she could make it to the top, but that's almost just theoretically. 1,302 meters to go from the start to the finish line. They have to pass 51 gates. And you can see these nice drone photos. They are just downside the tunnel. But here's the start gate. First out, Marte Monsen from Norway. Still a couple of minutes to the start.
Yes, it's
3 minutes. 3 minutes. And you can see the standings in the Giant Slalom Cup. Stephanie Grob is leading 304 points. Ilaria Gisalberti second with 270 points. Nina Asne 262. Selina Egloff 211 points. Lara Delame 207 points. And Dorian Escan 200 points. There could be a fight for the first place, but there's also very exciting to see who's going to be on the podium and who's going to be just outside. Nina Asner is not on the start. She's third before this race.
2 minutes.
So the question is, could Selina Egloff make it to the podium in the GS Cup? Less than 2 minutes to start in the Olympic slopes. Used 30 years ago in the Winter Olympics in 1994. Course setter for his first run from Austria, Thomas Graffinger. And you can see the start list running on the screen. In total, there's 66 riders that start today. There's 1 minute to start for Marte Monsen. Second, Lara Delame. Bib 3, Stephanie Grob. 4, Lisa Nyberg. And Selina Egloff with bib number 5. Ilaria Giselberti, bib number 7. And Janine Schmidt, the overall leader of the European Cup, on bib 10. She could make some points here in the GS, Janine Schmidt. But we are ready. Marte Monsen, representing Norway, racing on home soil, and she's off. Setting the bar for this GS. The first run, Marte Monsen from the city of Drammen. (17:98) at the first intermediate time. Been on the podium 10 times, Marte Monsen, in the European Cup, all of them in giant slalom.
Every minute now, 41.20 for Marte Monsen on the second.
And 41:20 at the second intermediate time. Can't find any big mistakes for Marte Monsen. But is this fast enough? We'll see in just some minutes.
Total finish time is around
And across the line, and the time is 1:09:41. That's the time to beat Marte Monsen. Of course, in the lead with bib number 1. Lara Delame already on course. Racing on a high level since 2016, behind by 70 hundredths at the second intermediate time, 78 at the third. Oh, bit flying there over the tunnel. There's just 2 gates left. And across the line, Lara Delamere, she's second, behind by 9900ths. So at the moment, Martin Monsen is closing in Lara Delamere in the Cup. This is Stephanie Grubb, leader of the GS Cup, leading by 34 points, as mentioned, to Ilaria Gisalberti, but she's behind by 6600ths.
On the third intermediate time, 6600ths of a second behind. And you can see her down here now, and
this is a little trouble there for Stephanie Grubb, and she's third, behind by 118. She have to deliver a solid second run, I think, to keep that GS Cup. We're waiting to see Ilaria Gisalberti at bib number 7. This is Lisa Nyberg from Sweden, starting 4th. Behind by 8400ths. Seems like a good first run of Martin Monsen, who's still in the lead by 9900ths to current second Lara Delamere. These are Lisa Nyberg from Sweden across the line, and she's current second, behind by 8000ths. Selina Egloff, 4th in the GS Cup, as mentioned, behind by 106 at the second intermediate time.
She's the fourth ranked in the World Cup.
Doesn't look like she can keep all the speed that she needs. Selina Egloff representing Switzerland. Behind by 1.76 at the third. Closing up to the finish line, have to find the fastest line through those gates, and she's 5th, behind by 2.46. There's Liv Seder.
Ranked number 5 so far. We have bib number 6, Liv Seder.
1 victory in the European Cup.
Second intermediate time.
It was in December. From Sweden, behind by 195 at the third.
Lost some time from the second to the third intermediate time.
Still looks like the first run for Martin Monsen is a quite good run.
First run here in the ladies.
And she's Liv Seder is current 5th, behind by 2.18. And now there's Ilaria Gisalberti. Gisalberti.
The girl with the second position in the European Cup, Ilaria Gisalberti.
1100s behind at the second. Not sure she can keep that now. 38 hundreds behind at the third. Which is putting the pressure on Stephanie Grubb here. And across the line, and she's second, 56 hundredths behind Martin Monsen, which is more than half a second ahead of Stephanie Grubb. And there's 34 points between them in the GS Cup. June Brand from France, behind by 44 hundredths at the second, 69 at the third.
Ranked number 4 so far, 69 hundredths of a second behind.
Oh, losing just a bit of the speed.
Late on the gates, and time will
Trying to find the pace again, but she's 6 behind by 149.
1:10.90.
Fabiana Dorigo
1:49 behind the pace.
from Germany, bib number 9. As mentioned, there are 66 riders at start. Oh, just passes that gate. Fabiana Dorigo behind by 62 hundredths at the second, 94 at the third.
Some time again, and it's 94 hundredths
Doing
of a
some
second behind.
nice gains there.
Second behind for the German racer, Fabiana Dorigo.
Is it possible to find some hundreds at the last gates? She's across the line at current fifth, behind by 1.15.
And it's, the gap is 1:15.
And here's our overall leader, Janine Schmidt, behind by 1:41 at the second. That's a little too much for Janine Schmidt. Trying to find some points at the GS. Our overall leader of the European Cup, behind by 1:78 at the third. She will be around 9 or 10 or 8. She's 8, behind by 1:94.
1:35, that's 1:94 behind the pace time, and ranked number 8 so far.
And there's
Bib number
Karin
11.
Clement,
She's Karin
bib number 11, representing France.
Time 1:05 behind the Monson.
Behind 1:05 at the second. And at the third, she's 1:35 behind.
Behind on the third intermediate time.
Karin Clement. 3 victories, 1 in Super G, 1 in downhill, 1 in GS. And she's 8, behind by 1:88.
11:29. This means 1:88.
Paulina Schlosser, Germany. With the famous German speed suit.
Second intermediate time, 1:20 behind for Paulina Schlosser, the German.
1:20 behind at the second,
Still
closing up to the third, and 1:57 behind.
really perfect in this GS.
And she's out.
We have DNF for
Paulina Schlosser did not finish. This is Erika Pikkalainen from Finland. No podium so far in the European Cup. Closest she's been is number 5, or 5th place
Time 1:21 behind.
from Gällivare last season. Erika Pikkalainen. How high can you climb today, Erika? Behind by 1:53 at the third.
Pikkalainen is 1:53
So a possible top 10 at the finish.
Is so far ranked number 9 at this point of the.
Just a couple of gates left for Erika Pikkalainen. And across the line, and she's number 11.
1:11.87.
Behind by 2:46.
Ranked number 11.
And bib number 14, representing Liechtenstein.
Is Charlotte Ling.
Charlotte Ling.
From Liechtenstein. Charlotte Ling. We have a second intermediate.
Charlotte Ling behind by 1:43 at the second, and 1:91 at the third. Trying to find the best line and the shortest and the fastest way to the finish line, and across the line, and she is currently ranked number 11, behind by 2 seconds, 36 hundredths. Now there's from Austria, bib number 15, Victoria Olivier. Behind by 6,500 hundredths at the second. If she can keep the pace, she's probably gonna make it to the top 5, but she have to keep the pace. Ooh, a little bit flying.
88 behind on the third intermediate time. That's a good run.
Behind by
So far,
88 hundredths.
Olivia from
Possibly top 6, top
Austria.
7, top 8
88
somewhere around for Victoria Olivier. Is across the line, and she's 6 behind by 118.
110.59. That's ranked number
That's
6
a good
so
race
far.
for Victoria
Only
Olivier.
110 behind the leader, and
Pushing Stephanie Grubb down. No, the same time as Stephanie Grubb.
56 behind. So that's
Of course, this is Bianca Backe-Westhoff.
just like 300 of
Yesterday, second in the slalom.
podium. No.
And the winner of the Slalom Cup.
Success from yesterday, Bianca Backe-Westhoff, GS in Hafjell, the European SL.
Third
winner from
overall.
yesterday, Bianca Backe-Westhoff.
At the moment,
On the third
that's of
intermediate
course
time, she is,
before the speed events.
136 behind.
This is
And,
the GS, and she is across the line, and she's 9 behind by 177.
So far,
Bianca Backe-Westhoff.
177 behind leading Monsen for Bianca Backe-Westhoff.
That's the current 9th place in this first run for Bianca Backe-Westhoff. We are waiting for Georgia Colomb. Born in 2006. Yesterday's best junior racer at the slalom race. Behind by 81 hundredths at the first intermediate time for Georgia Colomb. And at the second, she's behind by 84, only losing 300s from the first to the second. So that's a good second sector for Georgia Colomb. Placed around top 10 at the moment. Oh, she's flying as well, and she's out. Georgia Colomb.
Third intermediate time, she has
Oh,
increased the speed
that
to
could be
77
a good run.
But then she had this small
You can see the course is hard and icy. She's sliding, but eventually stops. Hopefully she's okay. Georgia Colomb. There's Madeleine Sylvester Davik, representing Norway. Behind by 77 hundredths. 77 hundredths at the second, 1 second at the third. Could she make it a top 10? Oh, that's close.
And Madeleine Sylvester Davik is about to finish.
Oh, keep it tight the last couple of gates. Madeleine Sylvester Davik, she's across the line, she's 5th. Behind by 110.
Rank number 5 so far for Madeleine Sylvester Davik with bib number 18.
1 second, 10 hundredths, and she's 5 from bib number 18. Then there's Lisa Hörhager. Hörhager representing Austria.
That was a good first run for Sylvester Davik. We have Austria.
Behind by 196 at third.
Lisa
And
Hörhager,
making that trouble gate.
third intermediate time, 196 behind. This is ranked number 17 so far.
Then
Lisa Hörhager
across the line, she's 17 behind by 289. Lisa Hörhager.
12.30 for Lisa Hörhager.
Vanessa Kasper,
That's ranked number 7.
Switzerland.
A new Swiss girl. And
From bib number 20,
intermediate time, 1-2 behind.
behind by 153.
Second intermediate time, 1:53.
Have to fight to get in top 20. 174. Increasing the pace
Kasper,
a little.
Switzerland.
Climbing the list at the moment. Vanessa Kasper.
Third intermediate time.
If she can keep this race pace all the way to the finish line, she will get just almost, yeah, 13. She's 13 and behind by 199. Vanessa Kasper.
Marte Monsen and position ranked
Still leading Marte Monsen. Ilaria Gisalberti second. Lisa Nyberg 103, and Lara Delame 4th at the moment. Asia Saner, Italy, bib 21. As you can see, behind by 121 at the second, 150 at the third.
150 behind in third intermediate time, and
maybe losing a couple of hundreds there.
In some of the gates after the tunnel.
Had the pace for a possibly top 10.
But it seems like she got a good finish.
And she's 11 behind by 179.
11. 1:11:20.
That's 200s behind Bianca Bakke-Westhoff. Current rank number 11, 179 behind. Tiffany Roux, France. Behind by 103 at the second. This is a good run for Tiffany Roux. Behind by 137 at the third, which means that's the race pace for around 11 and 12.
French girl Tiffany Roux. About to finish
and across the line, and she's 15 behind by 207.
48, 11.48, that's rank number 15.
Another French girl, bib number 23, Marie Lemour. Marie Lemour behind by 85 at the first, and 212 at the second.
12 behind.
Losing another 60 hundreds behind by 272. Marie Lemour.
Difference increased until 2.72 seconds.
Will probably end up
Total time for Marie Lemour.
at 21. Yeah, behind by 312.
53,
Marie Lemour.
1:12:53, and that's 3.
Valentina Ringswander, bib 24 from Austria. Behind by 188 at the second. And whoa, she's out. That's it for Valentina Ringswander.
Indiana on the third after the turn for Valentina Ringswander.
And then there's from France, bib number 25, Kathleen McFerlin. As you can see the replay for Ringswander. This is McFarlane. Caitlin behind by 135 at the second intermediate time, passing the third behind by 169.
Kathleen McFarlane in the course, and at the
Making a
third
good jump there over the tunnel.
9 behind.
And keeps pushing down these last gates, trying to find as much speed as possible and across the line. 14 behind by 196.
Time is 1:11.37. That's rank number 14 for Kathleen McFarlane.
And 26 from Italy, Ambra Pomare.
From Italy, first intermediate time, second intermediate time, 1:04 behind. That's rank number
Pomare behind by 104 at the second. And 130 at the third.
1:30 behind.
That's the top 10 pace at the moment for Ambra Pomare.
So this seems to be a good run for Ambra Pomare.
Can she keep up the pace at the last couple of gates? Come on, Ambra Pomare, she's 10. Behind by 177.
1:11.18.
That's a top 10 finish from bib number 26. Hilma Lövblom from Sweden. Behind by 60 hundreds at the first. 105 at the second.
Third intermediate time.
If she can find
Difference has
the
increased
perfect
to
line
130
and
behind.
gain some speed and keep the pace, she will climb the list.
No, it's ranked number 10. Sorry, on that.
130 behind,
So this means
current
it's a
top
strong
10
run
placement
for
for Hilma Löfblom, and she's across the line. And she's 16, behind by 198. Losing 68 hundredths at that last sector. This is Noah Solos, representing Israel. Noah behind by 2.67 at the third.
Third intermediate time, 267. That's increased to 267.
It's probably 20-something for Nina Solos. She's currently 25 behind by 3.52.
Ranked number 25.
There's, and she's not quite happy with that. Noah Solos. There's bib number 29, Alessia Gurinoni from Italy.
Second intermediate time is
Gurinoni behind by 1.11 at the first, second, 1.72 at the third. She's making that jump as well.
Some heavy turns after the tunnel. It seems like she's
Oh, and she's out, and she hit that gate. Oh,
Oh, that's a shame.
we hope she's okay. Alessia Gurinoni.
All right.
That did not look too good.
Number 30.
Start, stop, number 31 at the gate, 30 of course.
This is Alice Down from France.
Third intermediate time, she's 170 behind.
Behind by
And,
170 at the third.
Entering the area where we had the broken gates and almost close to the finish line now.
Across the line, and she's 19 behind by 216.
And the total time is 111.57 at 216.
There's a top 20 finish for Alice Down.
We'll have a short break to repair the course.
Yeah, if you can hear the venue announcer, there's a short break to repair the gate that hit the helmet of Gurinoni. Didn't look too good, but hopefully she's okay. Alessia Gurinoni. The current standings, you can see them on the screen. The top 6 at the moment. Marte Monsen is in the lead. Ilaria Gisalberti second. 56 hundredths behind. Lisa Nyberg from Sweden behind by 80 hundredths. Lara Delamere fourth behind by 99 hundredths. Madeleine Sylvester Davik fifth place at the moment behind by 1 second 10 hundredths. And 6 Fabiana Torrigo. Germany behind by 115. That's the top 6. After the first 31 racers.
Before we start with bib number 31, one is Monsen, 109.41. 5600 of a second before Iliara
And you can see the
from Italy. And,
man with the Olympic torque from the 1994 Winter Olympics.
Number 4 we have Lara Delamere. 5 is Madeleine Sylvester Davik.
30 years and some days ago, the Winter Olympics at Lillehammer.
7 Victoria Olivier. And on the split 7 with Stephanie Grove, the European Cup leader. And in rank number 9 we have June.
This is 31, Clarisse Perech, representing France. she's off. Two podiums in the European Cup. One in the season 2022-23, and the other one in Selmasé in January this year. That was a slalom, and the third. Behind by 67 hundredths at the first intermediate time. Clarisse Berchet behind by 1:22 at the second. And at the third, she's behind by 1.60. That's a little mistake there from Clarisse Berchet. She was on the pace for around the top 15.
Missed that one and lost some speed.
Lost some speed and lost some hundreds. And lost second there. She's 24, behind by 267. 32 on course, Magdalena Egger, Austria. Just a reminder, there's 66 racers on the start today. Magdalena Egger behind by 189 at the third. Looking nice and calm over the tunnel jump. Looks like she can't get all that speed in the skis, and she's 25, behind by 2 seconds, 88 hundredths. There's Switzerland, team 33, Delphine Darbellay. Behind by 148 at the third. That's a possible top 15 for Darbellay.
48 behind the base time, and that's a great run, and it's ranked number 15.
How high can she get? Delphine Darbellay, she's 22, behind by 2 seconds, 40 hundredths. And Andrine Morster, Lara Baumann first at 34. And then Andrine Morster at 35. But this is Lara Baumann, Switzerland. The Swiss girl is behind by 227 at the third.
227 behind. Make some good, really good turns there after the tunnel. Bib number 34.
And Lara Baumann across the line, she's 28, behind by 299. And then there's Andrine Morster. Morster behind by 51 hundredths at the first. So she's keeping a good pace from the start. And 118 at the second. Losing more than half a second in that second sector. 167 at the third.
Behind, that's ranked number 19.
A possible top 20.
We are getting close to the finish now for Andrine Morster.
And she's across the line.
The total time is, well, I have to come back to that one.
We will probably get the total time for Andrine Morster later on. So she will be on the list somewhere. Victoria Burgler, Austria. With number 36.
Number 36, Victoria Burgler from Austria at the next bib at the first intermediate time. She's only 19 behind.
There might be some issues with the timing at the moment. I'm sure we'll get them on the list at last.
be back with this time for Victoria Burglar. All right, we have the
Not
time.
sure that 1:11:62 is the right time for Victoria Burglar. Not sure. I'm quite sure they'll fix this in a moment. Lorena Selger, Switzerland.
Number 37.
Behind by 2:01 at the third intermediate time. 2:69 at the third. Looks like the timing is back on track. That's great.
Behind the leader.
That's impressive. They fixed the timing in 2 starts. This is Lorena Selger, and she's 33 behind by 3:69.
Number 33 and it's 3:69 behind.
Andrine Morstøl 27 behind by 2:82. Burglar 21 behind by 2:21. Then Sara Soller, also representing Switzerland, behind by 2:90 at the third.
At the moment, the time for the cut-off for the top 30 is 2:99 behind.
And Sara Soller are outside top 30. She's 34 with the behind by 4:39. And big 39, Beatrice Sola, Italy. Behind by 2:26 at the second intermediate time. Closing up to the third. She's behind by 2:80.
Third intermediate time, 2:80 behind.
Looking to struggle to get in top 30.
She lost
Beatrice Sola.
some time in sector 2. But after that, she
That
had
the
a
second
good
sector
finish,
spoiled
and the total time
the
is
top 30 for
1:12.92.
Beatrice Sola. She's 32 behind by
Number
3
32.
seconds, 51 hundredths. And there's from Switzerland, Elena Stoffel. Stoffel, oh, that's a wide turn. Losing a lot of speed and a lot of hundreds and tenths and seconds there. Behind by 1.80. 2:88 at the third.
At third intermediate time. Elena Stoffel.
How much speed can you find in this last sector, Elena Stoffel? She's across the line, 35 behind by 3:84.
13.25. This means 3:84 behind and ranking 27.
There's Jana Fritz, Germany. Behind by 2.20 at the third. Oh,
And the course now
she's
is number
as well
41.
making a
This is
jump at the
Jana
tunnel
Fritz
jump.
from Germany. Also,
Jana
she
Fritz.
had to make some heavy turns after the tunnel, and this means you lose some speed and some time at this part.
She's across the line and she is ranked 27 behind by 2.81. She's top 30.
Behind the pace time.
Bib number 41,
And possible
Emilia Mondinelli, Italy. Bib 43. And the third intermediate time behind by 2:33.
And at the third intermediate time, she is 2:33
It is
behind.
possible to make it in top 30 for
Moulin from France. Number 42.
Logan
The total
Moulin.
finish time is
Sorry about that.
1:12.41.
Logan Moulin,
1:12.41, and then
42.
3 seconds.
32. And this is Emilia Mondinelli. Behind by 65 at the first.
First intermediate time, 65 behind. Second intermediate time, 1:29 behind. 22. This
Behind by 1:29 at the second. If she keeps this pace and can make the tunnel jump,
two
she
turns after
could
the
make it a
tunnel.
top 20 at the bottom.
And
164
at the
behind.
intermediate time, you won 64 behind.
It's
That's ranked
current
number 20,
top
so
20
this could,
for Emilia
possibly be
Mondinelli.
Top 30 for the young
And
Italian
the last gate, and she's across the line, 29.
Mondinelli.
Behind by 2 seconds, 83 hundredths.
112.24.
Losing more than a second in that last sector. Looked a bit slow across the tunnel jump for Mondinelli, but this is Anina Thorsen from Norway. Anina Thorsen behind by 195 at the second, and at the third she's behind by 262.
Third intermediate time, 262 behind. And
We'll have some trouble making it top 30 at the finish line.
Make it Anina to the finish and possibly top 30. It seems hard to get, but
she's 35 behind by 3:28.
112.69. That's ranked number 35 so far.
And from Switzerland, bib 45, Janine Meschler.
Janine Meschler from Switzerland on this bib number 45. 61 behind.
Janine Meschler. 261 behind at the third hour, closing up to the finish line, and she's 36 behind by 340.
81. That's 340 behind the baseline.
Paola Orecchioni from France, behind by 129 at the second. She's currently fighting for a top 20 placement at the finish line. Now, across the third, she's behind by 175. Oh, and she's out. Orecchioni. And she's sliding down these icy slopes. And hopefully she's okay, Paolo Orecchioni. Trying to get past that gate, but just couldn't get past. And that's a DNF. 47, also France. She's also done for today. Karan Smayer. Then moving on to 48 from Austria. Amanda Salzgeber. Salzgeber behind by 82 at the first intermediate time. In the sunny course of Hafjell, it's a fantastic day. No clouds, no wind. Great course. Behind by 169 at the second. And if she can keep up the pace, she could make it into the top 30. Amanda Salzgeber is just outside the top 30 as she closes into the finish line. Oh, trying to find the last speed of the hill, and there she is, 35, behind by 3:13. Hanna Aronsson Elfman from Sweden. Sorry. Francesca Carolli first at 49. Francesca Carolli, Italy, behind by 136 at the second. 175 at the third. Currently placed top 30. But we've seen that the last sector is difficult, and she's 22. She's currently ranked 22, and she's in top 30. Francesca Carolli behind by 2:30, and Hanna Aronsson Elfman behind by 45 hundredths at the first. 125 at the second. This is also a possible top 20. 149. Keeping the pace, and she could be a top 15 as well. Hanna Aronsen Elfman. And the last meter, and she's 10. She's making it a top 10 from bib 50. Hanna Aronsen Elfman. Behind by 176. That's a great finish for Hanna Aronsen Elfman. Kim van Russell, Belgium, bib 51. Elfman there with a strong finish. And van Russell behind by 368 at the third. Struggling a bit at Hafjell. And she's across the line, and she's 45 behind by 477. There's Maja Varosic. Varosic from Austria.
114.18.
Behind by 2 seconds sharp at the second intermediate time for Maja Varosic, and at the third she's behind by 258. She will probably not be in the top 30 when she crosses the finish line, but still, she will maybe be close. She's 42 behind by 361.
Finish 1:13.02.
There's Sweden, with bib 53, Moa Boström Musner.
Neste startnummer med bib 53, Moa Boström Musner.
Behind by 181 at the second. 230 at the third. She needs some more speed. It's a little slow over the tall jump. Will probably end up around 30 something or 40, and 40 it is, behind by 349. And bib 54, that's from Finland, Rosa Pojulainen.
1895, first intermediate time.
Behind by 249 at the second, now passing the third intermediate time, and she's behind by 374, Rosa Pojulainen from Finland. It's still Marte Monsen in the lead, Davila Gisalberti and Lisa Nyberg. That's the top three of this first run at the moment, as Pojulainen is across the line, 48, behind by 522. Nika Tomsic, Slovenia. Tomsic behind by 214 at the second intermediate time. She's behind by 279, as you can see, at the third. Then there's only a couple of gates left until this first run is finished for Nika Tomsic. She's across the finish line. Current rank number 45, behind by 373.
113.14, rank number 45. And
Rebeka Jankova, Slovakia.
number 56. Now Rebeka Jankova from Slovakia. Rebeka Jankova.
Behind by 9600s at the first. Waiting to get the second and third, but she's closing up to towards the finish line. Rebeka Jankova. And Yankova across the line. She's 47 behind by 4:14. And there's Italy and Tatum Bieler with bib 57. We're in the last 10 racers of today's first run of the women's GS. Behind by 1:15 at the second. That's a top 20 placement for Tatum Bieler. And she's not losing almost anything to the third. Behind by 1:33. How high can you get, Tatum Bieler, from bib 57? Oh, the last two gates, and she's across the line, and she's 15 behind by 194. Tatum Bieler behind by 194 and 15 from bib 57. That's a great run for the Italian. Leonie Reich now from Austria, bib 58.
That was a great run from bib number 57, Tatum Bieler. We have Leonie Reich.
Leonie Reich behind by 2:37 at the third. And there's only the finish line left for Leonie Reich. Trying to gain as much speed as possible, and she's 39 behind by 3:28. And there's a bunch of Norwegians, starting with the Thea Emilie Bent Gjellum at 59. The first of 6 Norwegian girls in a row. Thea Emilie Bent Gjellum. Closing up to the 30 intermediate time, she's behind by 2:70. Nice passing of the tunnel jump. And now trying to find the speed, trying to find the race pace in the last couple of gates. And Thea Emilie is number 49, behind by 3:94. And then there's Amalie Harildstad Bjørnsgaard. The second of the the 6 Norwegian girls, but she's out. Trying to stop there and ends up in the net. Hopefully she's okay, and it looks like she's okay. You can see the replay where Amalie fell out, and she did not finish. Marielle Kufos, the third of the 6 Norwegian girls in a row, with bib 61. 66 racer at the start list. Behind by 50 hundredths at the first, 1:12 at the second. This is a possible top 20 placement for Marielle Kufos at the moment, if she can keep the pace. 1:86 at the third. Top 30, possible top 30 for Marielle Kufos. Try to find some speed, try to make the fastest way towards the finish line. Marielle Kufos, she's across the line, and she's 31. 2:82 for Marielle Kufos. That's 100 away from Jana Fritz. Jana Fritz, 2:81. Marielle Kufos and Andrine Moster, 2:82. At the 31. This is Ine Haugland. Ine Haugland behind by 1:67 at the second intermediate time. And at the third, she's behind by 2:68, struggling a bit and losing another couple of hundredths when she jumps at the tunnel jump. And then there's the finish line for Ine Haugland. She's 53 behind by 4:57. And there's 2 Norwegians left and 1 New Zealand at 65 and a Danish girl at 66. So Julia Claesson, bib 63. Behind by 2:49 at the second. That's a bit too far behind for Julia Claesson. Behind by 3:20 at the third. But then there's only the finish line left for the Norwegian girl. She's currently 53, behind by 4.42. And Kristina Jacobsen, the last Norwegian. Before it's the last two racers with Amalie Gillard, and Clara Maria Holmer Worre. New Zealand and Denmark on the last two bibs. This is Kristina Jacobsen from Norway at bib 64, behind by 3:24 at the third. Around the same as Claesson across the line, and she's 52, behind by 4:31. There's Amalie Gillard from New Zealand. Last racer also on course, Clara Maria Holmer Worre. But first, let's focus on Amalie Gillard, representing New Zealand, behind by 4.56 at the third. Losing a bit more, but making it most likely to the finish line. Amalie Gillard, she's across the line at this very moment. Current rank is 58, behind by 6 seconds, 34 hundredths. And last racer on course, representing Denmark. The start gate of this GS is higher than the highest mountain in Denmark. That doesn't stop Clara Maria Holmer Worre. She's behind by 4.97 at the third intermediate time. And oh, she makes it across the line, and she's 59, behind by 7.76. That sums up this first run of the women's GS Giant Slalom. And in the lead from Norway, Marte Monsen. She's in the lead by 56 hundredths. Hilaria Giselberti second, behind by 56 hundredths. Lisa Nyberg behind by 80 hundredths. Lara Delamere behind by 99 hundredths at fourth place. Fifth place, Madeleine Sylvester Davik behind by 1.12. You can see the results from the first run running on the screen. Fabiana Dorigo sixth, behind by 1:15, 1:18. Victoria Olivier the same as Stephanie Grob, number 9 after the first run. June Brand from France, and from bib number 50, Hanna Aronsen Elfman. She's 10 after the first run, behind by 1:76. So that's about it for the women's first run of the GS. We are looking forward to the second run starting later today. This is the highlight. Today's top 3. Lisa Nyberg, third out after the first run. Ilaria Gisalberti second. And place first after the first run. From Norway and Drammen, Marte Monsen. First, we will have the second run for the men's slalom, and then there's the second run for the women's giant slalom.